Jedidah Smith with a Bible and a rifle. Jedidah Smith, a devout Methodist, read both official volumes about Lewis and Clark's expedition. He also prayed for guidance before he signed on with Captain Ashley in 1822 to lead a band of rowdy farm boys and tough rivermen up the Missouri to its source. They were inexperienced trappers, terrified of the trackless Rocky Mountain wilderness, so they put up with Bible-toting Jedidah's danged piety because he was an extraordinary woodsman. Grizzlies were another dreaded enemy of the mountain men. One old mountain man swore he counted 200 grizzlies in a single day. They ruled the West like giant mountain trolls, inspiring tall tales and true accounts, and a gruesome mixture of both. In 1823, Jed Smith was searching for a way to avoid hostile Indians by making the first overland trek west of the Missouri into Yellowstone country through the Black Hills. One day, he was charged by a giant grizzly. It grasped Jed's whole head in its gaping jaws, picked him up, and slammed him to the earth so hard his ribs cracked. His face was mauled and his right ear nearly torn off. "Stitch me up," he shouted at young John Clyman, but all the boy could find was coarse thread for repairing moccasins. "Mend me the best you can, son," Jed ordered. When the boy lamented that the mangled ear was beyond fixin', Jed replied, "You must try, some way or other." John sewed round and round through the torn skin. Miraculously, Jed survived and the ear healed. He was back on the trail within days, but after that, he let his hair grow long on one side. "Let this be a lesson to you on the character of grizzlies," he said. Determined to blaze new trails, learn all he could of the wilderness, and make his fortune at fur trapping, Jedidah Smith explored more of the West than anyone before him. Riding south on the Sweetwater River in 1824, he was directed by the Crow and Cheyenne to a treeless valley. This windswept mountain gateway to the Oregon Trail came to be called the South Pass. In 1826, he was the first American to travel overland across the Rocky Mountains to California. By 1830, Smith held the trapper's record of 668 pelts in a single season and returned to St. Louis, wealthy enough to devote himself to his journals and maps. He was just 32 years old when he made one more trip west across the Cimarron Desert to Santa Fe. While scouring for water to rescue his fellow travelers, he was killed by Comanche, who left his body for the coyotes. His journals and charts were never completed, so others took credit for discovering the territories he explored.